It recently came to my attention that men were feeling insecure about their appearance as much as women, or even more. And I guess that I never really thought about it, but I wanted to understand why is this happening, why we are giving it so much power to this and let it define us. And I think that what we're doing is looking at the wrong perspective of things to create an excuse in our minds so we don't really have to focus on the important things that we can do and work on. Take the example of W. Mitchell. This American guy was one day just driving in his motorcycle when a laundry truck appeared in front of his bike. They crashed. The gas cap on his bike was loose and fell off, and all the gas on his tank went outside of the bike, generating a huge fire and explosion, burning 2/3 of his entire body, disfiguring his face, and all the skin in his fingers was gone. Then he decided to become an airplane pilot. And 4 years later, after his first accident, he was driving an airplane that was taking off and got into another accident that crushed his spinal cord, paralyzing him from his waist down. This guy had to have a huge lack of confidence and felt really insecure about his body. And you want to know what he did when he was laying in the hospital bed after his airplane crash? He was seeing a nurse that was in the hospital, the most beautiful girl he's ever seen in his life. And the first thing that came into his mind was, how can I get her to date me? And he even talked to his friends and told them, I'm gonna date that girl someday. And they laughed and laughed, telling him he was delusional and that of course it was never going to happen. 1.5 years later, he was dating the beautiful nurse. Her name was Annie. And now she's his wife. So I want you to think this for a moment and think it through. What are the values, the principles, and the traits in the personality of the person that you want to be with? What are those? Be really specific. And now tell me if in any of that it's that the person that you want to be with, it's so shallow that would disregard or reject a person only based on his or her looks. The story of W. Mitchell tells the truth about love, and the truth is that attraction, even sexual attraction, is not based on looks. And I'm not talking about one-night stands or anything like that. I'm talking about a real relationship, someone you want to be with more than one night. Real attraction is based on those values, those principles, those traits that you share and the connection that you form with a person. Think about it. If you have the most beautiful person, in your opinion, on earth, but they don't share any of your values, they are not good people, they don't treat you properly, would you still be attracted to them?